Okay, so now since things at molecular level have been discovered of length about these millimeters, this small number, so it is very difficult for the scientists to handle this type of data and do mathematical calculations on them to get the result. Now just simply think that this is the length of a particle given to you and you have to find the volume, which is just the cube of the length. So it is quite difficult and you would come, you would do it, but there is a great chance of you making an error because the data is very small and very large to handle. So this type of problem was solved by the invention of exponential system. Okay, so there was one thing invented. Exponential system, 10 to the power of x. Here is a number and you multiply this by 10 to the power of x. This is known as exponent and the whole system is known as exponential system. Okay, so let's just simply take this whole number and if we write this in exponential system or exponent form, so we get a thing. We get such a simple and small number which is comparatively very easy to handle with. So this was the exponential system. So let's just let's just learn how I did this, converted the whole number into this small thing. Okay, so basically we can express any number into exponential form, obviously not the those complex ones, but any real number into exponential form. Okay, so let's start how we do this. Let's take an example first. I guess 252.8081. Any random number I picked up. So I want to convert this into exponential form. So basically, exponential form is like converting this into a number where there is only one unit digit. So like there is only one digit on the left of the decimal. So here should be only one digit and on the right you can have as many as you want. So that means that we can only shift the decimal point, this point, also known as the decimal point. We can only shift this point left or right. So in this case, I will shift this point into left about 1 and 2 places, so that the point comes here and there is only one number left. There's only one number onto the left of the decimal point. Okay, so after shifting, the number becomes 2.528081. Now we are doing into exponential form, that means there need to be 10 to the power something over here. So 10. Now to decide the power, we will see how many places we have shifted a decimal point. One place will take it here and the second place will take it here. So we have shifted it 2 places. Okay, so let's write 2 here. So but there is also one thing, that we have shifted this point towards left. So the 2 will be preceded by a plus sign, which means a positive 2 will be here. Okay, if we shift this thing left decimal point, we precede the number by a positive sign, or if we shift this point to the right, we precede the number by a negative sign. Okay, so in this case we have shifted it towards left, so it goes for positive. Quite easy to understand. Let's take another example, so just to get a clear idea. take a small example. So let's take 0.0038. Very small. Now here is one number at the left of the decimal point, but it is 0. We should have that number to be non-zero. Okay. This number here, there should be only one digit, of course, the first thing, and secondly, this should not be equal to 0. Okay. So to write this into the exponential form, we will definitely shift the decimal point towards right, and by how many places? Let's count. 1, we'll take it here, 2, we'll take it here, 3, we'll take it here. So 3 decimal places we need to go, and in 3 places we shifted the decimal point. So 3.8 into 10 to the power of, we shifted 3 places, so 3, and we shifted towards the right, goes for negative sign, so 10 to the power of -3. So even if we try to solve this, so what we get is 3.8 upon 1000, that is 10 to the power of -3. I mean 10 to the power of -3 is obviously 1 upon 1000. So getting this 0 here, let's put this back here, 0, 0. So we get the same thing. Oops, that's an 8. Okay. So we can basically convert any number, any real number into this exponential form, and it is quite easy to understand. Just simply remember that the decimal point, left, right. Right goes for negative, left goes for positive. The sign preceding the number of how many places you shifted the decimal point. Okay, so basically that's it.